ya kitabu umure be star jazz ba jazz di ya nda try go aba me go kawasi wade ba na ya je wa ya westa ra gbachara ya ọkụ so the try water so ndị baa na tọọ na ọ bụrụ anyị gbacha ọsọ agba uche na ya ba gbachara ibe anyị ọkụ water ya bụ nwere wa ibe okeke na-ele ọkụ dị ya da wa ibe na-ele ọkụkọ Here kita bu junction power line dị ya ndị a melele egwu ma be kwuta ma ofisi master njidawa na ya asụli egwu ba me chin ọbụ niile elepịa wata na nwa ụzọ iri ọgba ma ebe kwuta elele egwu ebe ọgọ nwa ga akachaba esuchawa ncha ya na egwu ibe oli akụ master njidawa adam ejele njidawa ihe ebe na moto be jo madu buko wala le egwu
una ngomara ndo wacha mbasanga ngaka emeli ako no de robuchi nke nnu de ru anolia nnu de ru apapu akụ
ma nke ọgbọna tenwe emewa isi ọgbọna apata kwa
Okay, this is my room, my bedroom. Oh well. Ha! Chineke. That's room one ajadu.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's a girl Ife and I am back again with another video. this is your first time here, my name is Ify. I'm a mommy YouTuber lifestyle vlogger based in Germany. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed, turn on the bell notification so you don't get to miss any of the videos. So fam, I think 2 days ago I made a post in my community tab, and I told you guys that this year has been so bad for us, for me, my family. When I say my family, I don't mean my immediate family, that's my hobby, my children, no. When I say my family, I mean my extended family, because as it is now, my mom's family or my dad's family are my extended family. Yeah, I just want to clarify it before I continue with the rest of the video. So 2 days ago I made a video in my community tab where I told you guys that this year has been so bad to us, that we've lost so many people this year, and also that I could not find my dad. Since I made that post, even though I've uploaded video, a lot of people have been asking me, a lot of concerned people, some of my concerned subscribers have been asking me how far, if we had found my dad, what went wrong, and what was the matter, and why I said that Nigerian military were burning my village. A lot of my subscribers have really shown me care, because when something happened to you and someone care enough to come and ask you, oh, how are you doing, what really happened, are you okay, what went wrong, it shows that the person really care about you, and it's something that you should never take for granted. I do not, and I would never ever take it for granted, to be honest with you guys. So I want to use this video to explain to you guys everything that has happened so far this year, and also to tell you guys the story behind my daddy's disappearance, and also why the Nigerian military were burning my village. I would start with the deaths so far this year. So far, my family had witnessed, like my extended family from my own side, that is my paternal side, have witnessed one death. One of my favorite uncles died. The last time I felt the way I felt when he died was when my daddy lost his sibling, their last born, because he was really my favorite uncle before this particular one. Like, the two of them, I love them so much, and I was so young when that one died. And then this year, end of January, I was called and told that my uncle died. My uncle came back in December, this past December now, 2022. He came back home with his family. Actually, they live in Delta State. So he came back with his family for Christmas. And after Christmas, they stayed for another, because they went back a week before his death. That is even the most painful thing. If he knew that he would die there if he go back, he wouldn't have gone. But we are not God, we cannot predict what happens tomorrow. So I was seated with my husband, and then I think I was feeding Adana. A message came into my phone and I checked it. Behold, it was my sister, my younger sister. And the message read, "Our so uncle is dead." I thought maybe my eyes didn't see the message, like I didn't read well. I told my husband to please check my phone, because my sister was telling me something that that I don't understand. My hubby checked it. Mama said, of course, now that's the only uncle that you have that answers such name. So, and your sister cannot just wake up and start calling you or texting you with such message. To be honest, I didn't really know how I felt that moment. I had to call my sister to confirm, because I did not also believe my husband. I had to call my sister, like, what are you saying? Like, do you mean what I just read? My sister said yes, so that she got a message from my mom, and my mom told her that my uncle died. Instantly I froze. Okay, so last it was confirmed that he died. Then I asked them what killed him, and they said that he was working, and then he said that he was feeling weak, And then wife asked him to follow him so they will go home. He said no, that he cannot walk on his own, that he needs help. So the wife asked him, okay, stay, let me go and call a tricycle, that is keke or okada. And as the wife went to call keke, before she comes back, the man don't die there. I've never heard this kind of story in my life before. Well, it's like, just like that. They said just like that too. Anyway, he's been buried. Before that, my uncle, in I think second week of January, yeah, first week of January, from my husband's side, we lost his aunt. It was as if we're about to get over that pain, and then this one now happened. So it really broke my heart, seriously. And I felt like, because this year I have hopes. I believe that this year will be good. I didn't plan to receive any bad news. I know that nobody plans to receive bad news, but there's a difference between that. You never imagine things to happen like this, and okay, you felt like, okay, anything can happen. So I felt like I never believed that this year, just in the same month, we lost 2 people. It was really a bad news. It's still a bad news to me. I'm still here to get over it. Still here to get over the reality that one of my favorite uncles, I will never see him again. God. Okay, as if that was not enough. The next day, I think that my uncle, he was buried today. Then the next day, I got a call and they told me that they are fighting in my village and the neighboring village. I was like, what happened? Actually, we have history with that community, our neighboring community. We had issues with them. Last time there was physical confrontation between us and that community was, I think, in 2022. No, 2021. Yeah, 2021. March 2021. Then after that, the community came to my village at night, like when people were sleeping, and they started burning all the properties in my village. If you go to my village now, all the beautiful houses, cars, people's properties were destroyed. The beautiful houses and everything that is good in my village, they destroyed every single thing. See, I am from a very small village in Anambra State. My village is the headquarters of our local government area, actually. And that neighboring village, they are bigger than us, like they are more populated than us. And also it's believed that they are richer than us. So probably that is why they have been looking for our trouble. You know, there are people that are naturally troublesome, especially when they see that they are bigger than you, like they could get more population than you. This neighboring community is a typical example. They have been looking for our trouble. Because when the one that happened in 2021 happened, I've never heard something like that in my life. That was when I started asking questions like, what led to that? See, I am going to attach pictures in this video. I am going to also attach videos if necessary, so that you guys will see the level of what they did to my village. That was in 2021. I am also going to attach the videos of what happened this year, like this particular one, the one that prompted me to make this video. I am also going to attach some videos, pictures, so that you guys will also see with me. When it first happened in 2021, I was like, I've never heard that we've had physical confrontation with that community. What happened? Like, what led to that? And then I was told that they were dragging land. Actually, that land has crude oil, and then the land is our land. But because that community, they are bigger, like they are more populated than us, so probably they don't have enough land anymore for themselves, and then they started coming to take our own land. Can you imagine? And when our people resisted it, they started to attack us. That 2021, like I said, just check the pictures on your screen now, you will see. So they came and they destroyed all our properties. So my village people had to defend our land. And then I think they came, I think the following day at night, because people were not expecting it. Like nobody expected that they would come like that. They just came all of a sudden and started burning the whole properties. And then everybody in my village had to run away from the village. Then after things were settled, the military came and then they said they wanted to make peace. And after that, they concluded that, okay, since land is the issue, that the government will have to share the boundary so that people will know, because every land is government land. The government knows where everybody has their boundary. So, okay, that they will share it so that we will know our boundary and then we will know their boundary. It was last year that the boundaries were concluded, and then they gave us our own boundary and gave them their own. Initially, they insisted that where the government is putting the bacon, they don't like it, that is not their boundary. And then our village people said, no, you cannot intimidate us, this is our land. Before the government people had to put that bacon there, and then grudgingly, because they were not satisfied. But because it was the government people, so they could not fight government. And then when the government officials left, these people came back and then removed the bacon. Our village people had to go and report them back to the government. Then the government had to tell them to go and put that bacon back. And that was how they went and put the bacon back. We knew that they were not happy. They had to do that because the government had already instructed them to do that. That was why they did it. If not, they wouldn't have done it. So all these things happened last year, and we thought that things were over. Though our people were not going there again because we used to go to their market to buy things, and they also used to come to our village to buy things. And then after that, our people don't go there anymore, and their people don't come to our own village, even though they pass our village, because you must pass our village if you want to go to Onitsha. That's the only road that leads to Onitsha, and that will take you faster to Onitsha. There are also other roads, but that would mean taking the Kogi road, and if you follow Kogi, it will take you hours to arrive on Onitsha. So our village is the only shortcut to Onitsha, and they've been passing our village. Nobody harassed them, nobody did anything to them. We allowed them just for peace to reign. Okay, the day they buried my uncle, this one that just died, the next day my sister sent me a voice message, and in that voice message she told me that they were rushing to the village with vehicles to go and get our parents and our people. I said, waiting they happen. I had to call her, and then she told me that she's on her way to the village now, that our village people and that other village are fighting. I said, what's gonna happen? My sister said that she don't know yet, but she was rushing to go and get her people before they killed them, but they got stuck there. So I told her, okay, no problem, that she should just run. That moment, I was restless. I was waiting for her to go and come back so that she would tell me what happened, because I don't know why it's escalated to this again. We don't already leave these people now and they don't leave us. So waiting come bring, like, how did it get to that level again? We didn't know that was just the beginning of our woes. Fam. So my sister later called me back and said that she could not enter our village because the guns there is too much and people were telling her to go back, otherwise she will be caught up in the fire. I said okay, that she should just go back. We called my mom. I asked her to call my mom. She called my mom because I could not get my mom. I didn't even have airtime that day. I told her to call mom. Then she called my mom and told me that my mom said that they had run out of our village, so they were coming to Onitsha. But the issue now was that my mom could not leave the village because there is fire, like they were shooting everywhere. So I called my husband and I told him to buy me airtime. When he's coming back, he said okay. And then he came back and he bought me airtime. That moment, I called my mom immediately. I asked her, where are you? My mom said they were hiding. They were shooting everywhere, people in military uniform. That was in the evening. Corpses littered everywhere. I said, My mom said that she could not talk again. And she was talking to me, so they hear the gun, and they hear the sound of the gun, like, hey God. That night, I could not sleep. My hubby could not sleep. But I told my sister to keep calling my mom or calling anybody that is close to her so that we will know what is happening, because I've never seen something like that before. So my mom said, my sister kept calling. Sometimes she will not get them on phone. Sometimes she will get them and she will speak to them. We heard that a lot of people ran away from my village before it escalated to that extent. And then we could not get my mom again till morning. We were worried, all of us. My sisters could not sleep. I could not sleep. We were very worried. And then the next morning, a very early morning, my sister had to take a vehicle to our village to come and bring my mom. She later got them on phone. That was what I learned. And then they planned on how to get out of the village. And that was how my sister came with the vehicle, and then she carried them to her house. And then she called me and she told them that my mom is safe. And then my siblings, the younger ones, like the youngest ones, are also safe, that they are all with her. And we thanked God. Then I asked her where my dad was. She said that they didn't see him, like they don't know where he is. I asked my mom, where your husband? My mom said that she told someone, one of my cousins, to go and get him from our house, because they ran away from our house in the morning when it started. So they were staying in another village, inside my village, the same my village, but another kindred. I don't know if it's kindred I should call it, but inside my village, but in another village inside my village. So she told my cousin to go and get my dad and his own dad. So my cousin went to get my dad, and then according to my mom, he said that my cousin came back later around 1 a.m. and then he asked him where my dad and his own dad was. The guy said that he was bringing them on their way to come and meet my mom. The shooting became too much, and then someone shot where they are, and then they had to run. That was at night. Nobody knew who was shooting, but there were gun battles going on. So they had to run. So he didn't know where my dad ran to, because everybody had to run for safety. So he didn't know where my dad ran to. He didn't even know where his own dad ran to. Him too, he ran for his life as well. So he didn't know what happened. So, hey. And that was how my heart just skipped. My heart just skipped. To be honest, thank God I not died that day. I was so worried that I started calling everybody that I knew. Nobody could answer my call. My dad was not even with phone as well. We couldn't even reach him on phone. I had to tell my cousin to start looking for him now. You know, he cannot also go, because everywhere there is gun everywhere, and it was the military that we are fighting our village people. Military, we are shooting and burning everywhere. So they were also running for their lives. So the next day, I started looking for people that will help me to call, to look for my dad. Anybody you call, the person will tell you that he's not in the village, that he doesn't know, that he ran away for his life. Then a lot of people, their families have managed to follow another river, that is stream, to pass, to cross and go into other villages around us. Some people have crossed to IDP camps in other villages like Aguleri, Nando, and other places. A lot of people have been killed, and houses were burning. I'm going to attach videos of these things here. Houses were burning everywhere. It was a terror. It was as if they were fighting world war. That was literally a terror. And when I found out it was Nigerian military that were doing that, I had to ask them, what happened? Why is Nigerian military? Why are they burning our village? Why are they burning our properties? Why are they killing our people? And they said that they didn't know that Nigerian military came and said they want to make peace and started shooting. Then, because of the experience that we had with the other community, our neighboring community, because that last time that they came to our village for something similar to this, they hired people. They had to hire people to come and fight for them. And those people they hired, they wore military uniform. The people that burnt our village, burnt our properties, they were in military uniform. So when these ones came and started shooting, my village people thought that they were the same people that these people hired the last time. So my village people had to retaliate and start shooting at them. And then that was how they killed one of them. The Nigerian military started burning everywhere in my village. They burnt people's houses. As I'm talking to you guys right now, my people are in IDP camps. A lot of people have died. Some are still in the bush because they don't know where to go to. The Nigerian military burnt my village that day. Then the next day, they came back again and started from where they stopped. They were killing my people and burning our village. And to make things worse, I couldn't even find my dad. I don't even know where he was. And my dad is not well. For 3 whole days that we were looking for my dad, I was not myself. I couldn't put sleep in my eyes. We were making calls, doing everything we could to find him. We couldn't find him. So, it was yesterday that my sister called me, and then she told me that finally they have found my dad. I say, God, immediately they told me that if you see, it was as if something was removed, like a heavy stuff, the heavy heart that I've had was removed from me. And that was the best news I've heard since this year. I asked my dad what happened. He said that everybody ran to save himself, and then he didn't know where to go to. He went to the bush and he asked them to cross into because the boundary between us and Aguilera is river. So he asked them to cross into Aguilera, and they did. He said when he gets to Aguilera, he didn't know anybody. He looked and he said no, that he cannot continue like this, that it's better they take him home. If they want to kill him, let him kill him at home. And then he asked them to cross him back. And that was how they crossed him back to our village. My mom said the moment she came into our compound, that was the same time my dad was coming. And then they jammed, and then she asked him to come and enter car so that they will move. By this time I'm talking to you, the military have left, because what they do is that every day they will come, and after they burn some houses they did not burn the previous day, they will go. Then they will come back the next day. That's how they do it. As they are burning, if they see anybody, they will shoot at that person, especially youths. That was how my dad saved my mom saved my dad and carried my dad, and then that was how we found him. But as I'm talking to you guys right now, my village has been burnt. People's properties have been destroyed, burnt. That's what we've been going through. As I'm talking to you guys right now, my people have not returned home. They are still at various IDP camps. People that do not have where to go to are at various IDP camps in the neighboring villages. But people that have people in Onitsha or any other place, they have gone to meet their people. There are also people that are staying in the bush. They have people, but they don't know how to reach them. And their people are also trying to contact them. Just the same way that we are looking for my dad. Some people, their people have died in my village and they don't even know. They've been trying to reach them. I don't know why the Nigerian military will just come to a village, small village like mine, and start shooting at people. As a security agency, they are supposed to make peace. I don't know the origin of what happened, but this is just what I was told. This thing I just explained to you guys, it's just what I was told that happened. But as it progresses, we are going to follow up with everything that is happening. We pray that normalcy return to my village. Even if normalcy return today, people have been destroyed, lives, properties have been destroyed by the Nigerian military, not even by the people we are fighting with. Nigerian military, they're supposed to protect us, they're supposed to protect everybody and make peace. This was what happened, fam. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, turn on the bell notification. Bye.